Alright, so we are continuing in this run to the sixth part of this run.
There, when it falls, be ready.
Alright, so in this part there are going to be a lot of enemies, so what we're gonna do is just simply use rage to clear the path. No sweat. There we go.
I'm fine. Wow, it's beautiful. The light. It's making the whole temple reappear. It's the source of all of it. Wait, it's singing. I hear her. I told you I heard her. Do you think she's in there? That really hurt. I felt like my hand was on fire.
Stay here.
But I wanna
Stay
go-
here. We use it as a last resort.
You're giving me your axe.
I'm letting you hold my axe. It's not a gift.
Still.
What is this? Faye?
You have to come back. You left me here alone.
Atreus?
Alone with him. He always leaves. He's never here. He doesn't want me. He never will. I don't know him, and he doesn't know me. He doesn't seem to want to. I'm strong. I'm smart. I'm not what he thinks I am. I know.
So if you actually can remember these scenes, you will notice later in the game
He doesn't talk to me. Doesn't teach me.
what did this mean.
It should have been him. Do you hear me? Him, not you.
I mean, obviously when you play the first time you will not know what is happening,
Except
because this game is actually made to be replayed, to at least play it 2
I
times.
just wish it was better.
So these scenes, these pictures, these images, you can understand them better when you play it the second time.
But if he doesn't,
For example, here. They haven't been here yet. They don't know what this place is. They haven't been here. But later in the game, if you remember this image, you will notice. You will understand.
No! What have you done? Why did you do that?
I saved you! You were trapped in there! I waited and I waited, but you wouldn't come out! So I pulled you out!
Boy, I was gone only... moments.
No! You've been gone a long, long time! I didn't know what to do! You left me here! Again! Why don't you care?
That's impossible.
We should go before they come back. I hope you got what you needed.
Yes.
Look, there's our exit. But there's no light to make a bridge. We're trapped. And the witch's bowstring is useless.
Boy, your bow. Hold it out.
Alright, so we now got light arrows, which means we can create light bridges, which also means
On my mark.
our arrows are now stronger. Which actually I'm going to upgrade right now. So this is the light arrows. Light arrows actually inflict more stun than normal arrows, and actually apply something called weaken status. So when an enemy is weakened, all their stats are lowered. So they basically they can receive more damage with less hits. And since our bow is level 3, because of the solid steel, we can actually have the level 3 upgrades, which is a greater amount of stun and also an explosions, light arrow explosions. So the game becomes way more easy
Now make our way
with
back.
these light arrows.
Come.
Way more easy.
Stairway's blocked. There's a white crystal ahead. Just laying there. Maybe it'll help us get out of this stupid place.
So up there's another, there's an enchantment that reduces damage from dark elves. That we are gonna use. So now we receive 24% less damage from Dark Elves. My bad. That is the reason why we got that skill. So I'm going to show you the stun and how easily we can kill enemies with lighters. We already got a stun. I think it's gonna fall. Oh no. There we go.
Let us make our way back up.
I think I am missing an artifact. I think. Oh, damn it. I hope I'm not missing anything. But let's just go.
This is blocked too.
Look at that stun, man. So this is another runic I am not gonna use, so I'm just gonna leave it.
Where are you taking that?
And that is a lore that I'm not interested to, so I'm not gonna spend
You
time
gonna
there.
carry that everywhere?
I just might.
I mean, if you want it, go ahead. It's
Oh look.
just I'm not gonna
Blue
spend
hood
time
is not a
doing it.
And a sand bowl.
How do you expect to do?
Alright, so this part is tricky the first time, but since I have played a lot of this game, I already know. I already know what to do. That's how you do it.
If I want your opinion, boy, I will ask for it. Climb up. Have a look.
I can't get to the ball from here. It's too far to jump.
Hold on.
It's not like I have a choice.
You can reach the bowl now.
Uh-huh. Anytime you're ready.
What does this mean?
See.
Remember the shape.
Yeah, I know.
Go ahead.
Greatest man or tallest tree begins as any more than me. Yeah, I see. Stupid man. So, story for all. Great. One with the horns is back. What does he want now? I hate that guy.
He will be back.
We really gotta go back down here again?
Do you see any other way? Ben,
Alright, so This place is gonna be dark, but some doors are gonna be open, which means we can now pick up artifacts. Alright, I'm gonna explain something. Right there, you can put a blue crystal, but and there's also a puzzle there. But the reward is the last piece of equipment that favors runic. So for me, it's not worth the time. The reward for that is not worth the time. So I'm not gonna use that. I'm not going to use the light crystal to do the puzzle. But then again, if you want to do it, go ahead. It's not bad. Just for me, it's not worth the time.
If need be.
Oops, that actually scared me. Alright, so there's actually a boss fight coming in. So what I'm gonna use is I'm gonna use the protection talisman, since I already got all the rage. Alright, sorry, I'm gonna make a cut here. Something unexpected happened, so we're back. So right here, there's another boss fight. And since I already got all the rage, I'm not gonna use the Eternal Fury. I'm gonna use the protection. You can also use the amulet. Both of them are fine, but I'm gonna use the protection talisman for this one, for this time. Do not forget to get the artifact too. Alright, so here we go. Alright, so this guy is actually very annoying. The annoying part of this guy is actually the light grenade, because it blinds you. Carry that, yeah. Look at it. Didn't even notice I got the rage ready. Now I'm gonna need it. God damn it. So this fight was actually easy because we are in an over level. These guys are basically level 3 from below, and we are level 3. That's why the fights are easy.
No, that can't be.
Alright, so this is a runic for our son, and this is an actually very useful runic. Now, what this does, it basically hits all enemies around you with a spirit wolf.
Grave mistake. We helped the wrong side? Let me guess. You're gonna be smug and say you told me we shouldn't get involved.
That is enough. Do you remember the answer?
Yeah.
Boy, read this. Boy, what did he say?
Boy, read this. Boy, what's that? Only time you want to talk to me is when you need
Do you want to tell me something?
I said, the only time you care to talk to me is when you need me to translate. If Mom was
If
here...
your mother was still alive, we would not be here at all. Atreus.
Forget it.
Right.
Fine. Alright, so we now have the light arrows, and we are gonna take a turn to the right. Now, why do this now and not earlier? Because we need the light arrows to actually summon, summon a realm tear. And that realm, what the reward is actually a very important one. This is it. So you light this tree, and this tear is gonna appear. Now, there's two strong Draugr here. You can use Spartan Rage, it's alright. I'm gonna try not to, but if you want to use the Spartan Rage, it's fine. Do not hesitate. Just go all out. Watch out, brother. So look, what we're gonna get is we're gonna get a pure essence of realms. So in the whole game, in the whole complete game, there's only 3 pure essence of realms. So this is one of the 3. Now we need these pure essence of realms to upgrade a certain talisman that is gonna help us later in the game, like later in the game. And also some Dust of Realms to be able to upgrade normal talismans. So this is alright. Another thing I forgot to say: if you're heading for the Valkyries to challenge the Valkyries after beating the game, you do want this. You do want these pure essence of realms. If you're not planning on taking out the Valkyries and just beat the game normally, then you can basically ignore being here. You can just skip this part if you're not gonna challenge the role for the Valkyries. Alright, so up there's a runic I am not gonna use, however, it is a strong runic. But I don't use it. If you wanna go get it, it is fine. But I don't use it. So now we got everything that we need and we are leaving.
Was she married? Not like you would even care if she was.
Mind your tongue, boy. Until our journey is over, one of us must remain focused. Do not mistake my silence for lack of grief. Mourn how you wish. Leave me to my own.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
No. Why would you? Do not know my ways. No, it does not make me see. In the light, I felt only moments pass. If that is of some comfort to you.
That's good to know. Alright. So, should we go back to Midgard? Face the Black Bread? Or do you think there's more to see in this realm? What else were you going to tell me about war?
Wars are won by those who are willing to sacrifice everything to ensure victory.
I am known for my attention to detail. There's an abandoned temple in Midgard that a fellow dwarf converted to his personal storeroom. Packed it with all sorts of treasures he collected during his travels throughout the realms.
Throughout the realms? Which ones did he go to? What did he collect?
Fafnir was a, shall we say, aggressive collector of magical artifacts. The more he acquired, the more he desired. There was no realm too dangerous, no relic too hazardous. He once ventured deep into Niflheim for a whetstone of all things. Huh. I bet that was quite the whetstone.
Does this story have a point?
Yes, it does. I just happen to have an entry stone to Fafnir's storeroom. You might find something useful in there.
Neat. Thanks, Sindri.
You're very welcome. Oh, and if you find that whetstone, well, it sure would be nice of you to bring it to me. I'm feeling creative today. I'd advise caution if you're heading to the store. Last I was there,
So now we're
man
just gonna
went nasty
sell
as he
what we
came on
got.
residence.
Won't your friend be upset if we steal all the stuff?
If you wanna use the cooldown and
No,
upgrade,
not at all. He's dead.
it's fine. It's just personal preference.
These things happen when one travels from realm to realm, collecting priceless artifacts.
Okay.
I guess an asset.
That's actually very good. Alright, so with Dust of Realms actually we can upgrade the talismans. So I'm gonna stick with Protection Talisman through this run. However, the amulet is also very good. So if you wanna upgrade the amulet to extend the time stop, it is amazing, it's awesome. But I'm gonna stick with Protection Talisman, so once I got more money I'm gonna upgrade it. Right now, what I'm gonna do is wanna upgrade the quiver.
And what do you have your eye on? And we're back to you.
Screw it. I know. I'm not gonna do it. I don't remember why.
Okay, come back when you need something.
If I do that, I'm just gonna be poor. I need money to upgrade the Goblets of Tyr, and also level 4, the bow to level 4.
She told you. It happens again. tell me. Understand?
I promise. But now,
We have the light. To Midgard.
Ah.
it's crazy to think that all the realms exist in the same space, one on top of the other. It's like this room lets us travel without moving. Rock! We just came back from another realm. And we met your brother. Wait, not that one.
Did you let that seat sop put hand to your blade? Hmm? You do know he lost his talent. Just up and left him one day. Tried taking me down with him. Did he botch up on her girl?
Quite the opposite.
Yeah, leaving a blind pig barks up a truffle now. But you know what really counts? Consistency. And I got that coming out of all of my parts.
What did you do?
It's better.
Alright, so there's actually two things we can do now.
Remember the way back.
We can actually go to Fafnir's storeroom, but it is quite complicated because there are enemies level 4 and 5 and we are level 3. So you can go ahead, it's not bad, but I will go later when I myself am level 4. So now I will just continue to the story.
Of course. We need to walk across the bridge from Venheim. Are we going to the Black Dog or exploring? Your choice. Look, we rode past that statue of Thor earlier. Then we left the witches.
And what direction is that?
Ah, I thought it stunned him, that's why I didn't block. I'll kill you. Alright, so I know there's crystals here, and it's going to spawn a realm terror, but
Magic is still covering those
I'm not gonna do it.
Save us some
The enemies that come from that terror are too powerful.
said no.
Okay. So who do you think carved the face in the mountain?
You would know better than I.
Thanks.
Now watch your step. Carelessness will only delay us. We see if the witch was right. No, let us finish this.
Path ahead. Go on.
Then we climb.
You know, Mother said the giants used to visit the Midgard Mountains before they disappeared.
Disappear.
Yeah, I guess they just up and left one day. No one knows why.
Perhaps they return to their home.
Fjöllmon? Maybe. I wonder if the face in the mountain is a tribute to some of the giants. Mel, we made it!
More black breath.
There you go.
Giants did come here.
So you went to Fafnir's storeroom and pick up the map. The treasure is here. It's actually 2 solid steel, so it is a relatively good treasure. But I ain't going to play it yet.
I don't remember stories of a giant with a deer head. I wonder who he is. Oh, how do you think he got his head? This place must have been important to the giants. It's like they're testing us. Okay. That was right.
The floorboy.
That doesn't mean it. Something's missing.
Runes. A riddle answer for that sand bowl.
It means freedom. Let's try it.
What is the riddle?
No yoked beast, nor fearful thrall, nor rude tree fall. Sure what thrall is. Freedom fits the rest. There's a crystal in that torch hole. Is it all right? That helps, right?
These passages seem too small for giants. Why do you laugh?
You're serious.
I am always serious.
I forget. Mom always said you never took an interest in history. Giants are just a race, like big.
What of the world serpent?
Okay, exactly. They're
So in this chest there's actually solid steel, so it's important for us to pick up all the solid steel we can, because that's needed to upgrade the tier scalplets. And this is also another piece of equipment I will not use. So just pick it up to sell it. Alright, so right here there's 3 containers. Wow, I didn't know that. It just blew up. Alright, so there's money here. Do not miss this. Also, I already know the runes. Actually, bro. So that's why I'm doing this, because I already know the runes. I think I won't be able to pick it up. Mess it up. I messed it up.
Feels so.
Dead.
I was gonna say ancient. It works too.
So you're wondering what the answer is? It's right here. B N R. That is the answer. Now up there's a Jotnar shrine, so I'm not gonna go for it. I am in only for the money.
This is a lot of bodies.
Tell me what you see.
Well, they look like men, not giants.
Correct. Are you seeking treasure? See the traps?
Oh yeah. Lucky for us, they set them all off.
Be grateful. Stay dead.
The statue! We made it across!
Can you read it?
Yes, sir. Oh, this is new Alfheim.
Yeah, right there is just lore.
Watch the entrance, so you don't
So
sleep.
I'm not gonna
Still
go.
there?
And if you wonder why I'm upgrading this, I want a faster fire rate, and I also remember that the precision throw to get more damage with getting weak spots, and this is just to kill revenants fast. These two, a little bit faster.
Still our goal. We find a way up.
And do not forget about these chests because they offer solid steel, which we need to upgrade the gauntlets of tier.
Wow. The highest peak in the realms. Think Mom knew this was the giant's mountain?
No, the request has been more complicated than she could have foreseen.
It's a name, I think. Bradley. It means terror. What's that? Weird. There's a candle all tangled up with string and some sort of animal hide. Some kind of lantern? No wick, though.
That is of no use to us. The Bifrost lights our way.
Hey, what do you think
And
about
you
these
know what I did?
stones?
I did it to
don't
drop
know,
the
right?
chain
Eyes open.
because we're gonna need it later in the game. And I will drop here.
Oh!
Stop that.
Come on, I was just... Okay. Whoa. What is all this? Where are we?
Mine. And if this claw reaches the summit, our goal is near.
Alright, so we're gonna leave it here. We're gonna cut it here. And we will continue on the next part. See ya.